It's been 8 months since I've sat in front of this camera without the NWL Championship. Today I walked into the Abdallah Shrine with the title in my bag.
And as you heard, Dak Draper so confident that he swears he will win this entire thing, even though he is the #1 entrant into the NWL Rumble. And now we are down to the final 4 competitors. Is it Dak's time? Is it Dak's time to get eliminated? Maverick going back in. Gil Rogers has been eliminated.
Thank you, Maverick. Oh, look at this.
Wait, Maverick has been eliminated.
So it comes down to these two.
And Dak Draper and Jeremy Wyatt are going toe-to-toe for the richest prize in our sport.
Oh, it's Matt Jackson.
Come on. The Jackson administration is out here, and Jeremy Wyatt has been eliminated. Dak Draper is still the champ.
The referees didn't see it, though.
Wait, what the hell?
The referees didn't see it.
Jeremy Wyatt comes back. That's it. We have a new NWL champion.
Today I walked into the Abdallah Shrine with the title in my bag. And Jeremy Wyatt left with it.
Tonight, I'm gonna beat Dak Draper. Now, Dak, I'm not gonna sit here and insult you. I don't need to disparage you to feel better about myself, because you are undoubtedly as good as everyone says you are. Tonight, for the first time, you're gonna face someone that's just that much better than you. I'm simply just the best wrestler.
I'm bigger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm faster, I'm more agile. I've got more charisma than I've ever had. And you better bet my greatest attribute, my mind, my confidence is at an all-time high. So Wyatt, I'm a very dangerous man to deal with tonight. Shame on you.
Holding on to some obsession, setting a fraction reaction. Don't break me down, or leave me out. Holding on to some obsession, setting a fraction reaction. Don't break me down, or leave me out. Kneel down and face them on your back, closing your eyes, holding inside, never react. Breathe in the strength to carry on, closing your eyes, holding inside, your faith is gone. Holding on to
Welcome, wrestling fans, to another edition of NWL TV. And as you saw, tonight's main event is the first singles encounter between Jeremy Wyatt and Dak Draper.
Amazing. I can't wait to see that match. Finally, one-on-one, Wyatt Draper for the championship.
I'm Ben Miller sitting here with Ryan McGillicuddy, and here comes the spirit of the NWL champion, Gary J.
Man, this guy is on borrowed time for this championship. Gary J, as you said, the spirit of the NWL. Let's go to midnight.
Weighing 170 pounds, he is the spirit of the NWL champion, the stiff Robo Ginger, Gary J.
Now, Gary J has an open challenge to anybody in the back tonight, and I wonder who's gonna... Wait, who's that? It's Maverick, the Raging Bull.
I know exactly who this is. This is the guy that has a problem with Gary J more than anybody in the world.
He's not even dressed to wrestle tonight, and he's trying to put the beat down on Gary J in front of this jam-packed crowd in Overland Park, and Gary firing back on Maverick. Is Maverick, I don't even think he's answering the challenge. He just wants to beat up Gary J.
Maverick's boiling hot because Gary J stole that spirit of the NWL championship away from Maverick in St. Louis, and now he wants it back, but he's not waiting to get a title match. He's just going to come out here and beat the crap out of him.
Look at those forearms right into the jaw. Gary J refusing to stay down, and a hard knife-edge chop. That's why he is the spirit of the NWL champion.
You can't take this Gary J guy out. I mean, look, he's half Maverick's size, but he keeps coming back. I can't believe this guy. Just stay down.
Maverick is incensed here. And
Uh-oh.
what is he doing
Dart.
here? Oh, I thought he was going to throw him into the crowd for a second, and Gary Jay dumps Maverick into the second row. Man, all heck has broken loose here. I mean, it looks like
what's going on?
Drew Bull is heading for higher ground.
What's Gary
Oh,
doing?
look at that! Gary Jay jumps over the security railing and just tackles Maverick. I mean, we gotta get some help, and the security needs to break these guys up if it's not an official matchup.
Look at all the staff members out there getting the crowd out of the way. Maverick is out there in pain on those chairs, and Gary's continuing to attack him. But look, Maverick's turned the tide.
Maverick firing back. I mean, ever since he's lost that spirit of the NWL title, we've seen week after week, even at some of our shows that aren't televised, we've seen Maverick. Oh my gosh! He just dumped Gary Jay.
He has that inch of pad there on top of that concrete floor. But look at Gary Jay's back just got cracked on that floor. But yes, you're right. Look at Maverick. He's built like a brick, what house. I mean, this guy looks fantastic, and he loses his title to a guy like Gary Jay. That guy, he's upset. Wouldn't you be?
I don't want to be in the path of destruction from the Raging Bull. I mean, he truly personifies that name Raging Bull in these last few weeks. I mean, look at him. Look at that look in his eye. He is inconsolable. He wants Gary Jay's blood on his hands, and finally the security has separated them, and it looks like Maverick's heading to the back.
Well,
thank goodness.
He made a statement. I mean, look at Gary Jay is still lying on the ground there, and Gary Jay can take some punishment, so the fact that he's still down says something. But Maverick has gotten out of here, staff now waiting on Gary Jay. You better get an ambulance here pretty quick.
Gary Jay took that hard spill, and like you said, there's an inch of pad out there, but that's not going to do much when you're, 6 or 7 feet in the air. He had him in a full press and then just dropped him right on the outside. I hope Gary Jay's going to be okay.
Well, they take him to the back. I know we have EMTs waiting, so Gary Jay just found out you don't mess with the son of Texas.
Look at this. Now Gary Jay trying to get some adulation from this crowd and giving him the belt back. Man, fans,
there's your champion, Ben. Spirit of the NWL right there.
What a start to NWL TV we've had here so far tonight. Gary Jay unable. Wait! There's the
back for more.
The Raging Bull. He got away from he's taking off his belt and whipping Gary Jay like a government mule.
Look at that, just right across the back. Take his shirt off. Hit that skin.
Look at that. Now he's choking him with that leather, the belt. How did Maverick, he must have gotten away from security and then just ran around the building to attack Gary Jay again. And some hard shots for the Raging Bull. This is far from over.
The intensity that Maverick has when talking and dealing with Gary Jay is something that every pro wrestler should look up to. I mean, this is what you do when you have a problem with somebody. You just beat him up.
What is it going to take? What is Maverick? When is it going to be enough? He has beaten Gary Jay time and time again. I mean,
he wants his title back.
When is he going to stop? I mean, we've got to get some help out there.
Yes.
No, this is.
Bring out the 8-foot table.
Come on, Ryan. This is uncalled for. Gary Jay's a beaten man right now, and Maverick wants to seal his fate with a table. This is ridiculous.
Man, this is a whole new level of violence for Maverick, but you know what? He's told you, he's told me, he'll tell everybody that can listen that he wants that championship back, and he was downright embarrassed that Gary Jay beat him for it.
I made the mistake of confronting Maverick about the same thing, and I don't think my head's been right since. Look at Gary Jay trying to fight his way out of this situation, and I don't know if the Raging Bull's ever going to let up. This has been one of the most brutal beatings I've seen on NWL TV, and unfortunately, Ryan, I don't think it's over. Come on, somebody get out there and help Gary Jay.
Look at this. What's setting him up for maybe a power bomb through that table?
Come on, Maverick, you've done enough. He's done enough. Don't do this. Good God. He just broke Gary Jay in half with that power bomb. Is it finally enough for the Raging Bull? He just Power bomb Gary. Look at him. He's in a heap. He's in a heap on the floor. Have you had enough, Maverick? Have you found your vengeance?
The NWL is brought to you by Mr. Plumber, Inc. You can put your trust in Mr. Plumber for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Our skilled technicians provide unparalleled service, competitive prices, and exceptional quality. Call Mr. Plumber today at 913-238-1498. And by Champion Tattoo and Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas.
I don't know how we continue, Ryan, after what we just saw, the brutal attack of Gary J by the Raging Bull Maverick.
Well, I know the best way to turn now is have another brutal match with one of my favorite guys in the roster, Leo Howletts.
First, from Los Angeles, California, weighing 250 pounds, representing the Howletts, he's the new face of mayhem, Leo Howletts.
As we told you last week, Eddie Kingston makes his debut here tonight on NWL TV, and this is going to be a fight. You're not going to see a lot of wrist locks. You're not going to see a lot of head scissor takeovers. What you're going to see is a fight between two men that hate each other.
Well, I don't really like the fact that you showed him insinuating that my boy, Leo Howlett, isn't into wrist locks and rest holds, because he can do that with the best of them, okay? But yes, with Eddie Kingston, and we saw with Jimmy Jacobs, sometimes Leo Howlett's in his element in these kind of matches, and there he is. His first time in NWL, Eddie Kingston, probably his last after this.
And his opponent, from Yonkers, New York, weighing 240 pounds. One of the greatest brawlers of this century. He is the last of a dying breed. The Mad King, Eddie Kingston.
Former Chikara Grand Champion, former TNA standout. This guy has done it all in our great sport, and now he has come to the NWL. And Leo Howlett, after a victory over Jimmy Jacobs a few weeks ago, is hoping to make yet another victim out of Eddie Kingston.
And we talked about it. Jimmy Jacobs gave his credibility to Leo Howlett that night when Leo Howlett put him through he put him through everything in that match. And now he's going to do the same thing with Eddie Kingston and make yet another notch, another name for himself tonight.
And if you haven't seen Eddie Kingston fight, let's listen to some of these chops that he's laying against Leo Howlett, right? This guy throws some heavy lumber, and expect a lot of those types of maneuvers here. What is a Mad King doing? Tope Suicida takes out Leo Howlett.
Look at that, talking to the crowd. Now this is truly East Coast versus West Coast. You got Leo Howlett from California. You got the boy from Yonkers and Eddie Kingston. This is going to be an interesting battle of the coast. And both of them, these guys, they look like they could be related as well.
Look at him just ripping at the face of Leo Howlett. Eddie Kingston, one thing fans aren't aware of, watch his right hand right to the top of the head. Oh gosh, he just chopped that steel post.
Broken hand.
Might have broke some of those fingers there. Now it just gets dumped into that front row. One thing people don't understand about Eddie Kingston is he's a dangerous man when he's throwing those heavy shots, but he's also, this guy has suplexes like you would not believe. One of his favorite moves is the backdrop driver, and Leo Howlett has to be careful not to get hit with that, but look at that right hand by Leo Howlett.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by The Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times. Also by Local Pig, located just east of City Market, a whole animal butcher shop featuring locally sourced animals raised outdoors with no hormones or antibiotics. Much like this match, I was looking forward to seeing this. I am definitely looking forward to seeing the first one-on-one singles match with Jeremy Wyatt, the champion, the Monarch, the King of Kansas City, putting his title on the line finally against Draper.
lot of fans believe Dak Draper will regain his championship in tonight's broadcast. Now, oh gosh, overhand chop. And the Mad King with a chop of his own.
Look at that. This is just how they'd probably do it in the streets, minus any knives or anything. But and this is how I see it going down in the alleyways of New York.
Leo Howletts seems to be. They're just, there is no holding back with these guys. They're just exchanging hard shots.
But look at it. They both each get more angry and angry every time they hit each other.
Leo Howlett, definitely one of the most aggressive, one of the most violent competitors here in the NWL. Now it looks like Kingston might be on wobbly legs. And look at Leo Howlett firing that forearm shot to the face. Oh my gosh, what a boot to the face of Leo Howlett by the Mad King.
Nice pump kick. Look at them, both wobbly. I don't know who's gonna hit the ground first.
Eddie Kingston put in a block. Wait, there it is, the backdrop driver. Just drove Leo.
Look, he just jumped up.
Just jumped up in a lariat for his troubles.
Get up, Leo.
The Mad King covers two. Oh, so close. Almost a 3 count after that vicious lariat.
Taking off that sleeve of his. What's he think he's going to do with that? Look at that. You can't take him out with one of his finishers.
Hey, this could be that running lariat that he learned from Homicide. And if he hits this could be it. Traps him in the corner.
Leo.
Oh, look at this. Kenta Kobashi style chops there in the corner.
Oh, come on, Leo. Get up.
Gotta be careful. Leo's gotta be careful of that spinning back fist. If he hits that, it could be over for Leo Howlett.
Off the ropes.
Oh, Kingston just gets caught with a clothesline. Both men refusing to stay down in this matchup.
Look at that. The momentum just carried him into.
Oh, spikes him right into the mat. Leo Howlett going for the cover. Two. No. Gosh, did you see how close? That was almost a
count to 3, Adam Kennedy. Leo Howlett had another huge victory over Kingston right there. Come on.
Crowd chanting, let's go, Eddie. They want to see the Mad King pick up a victory over Leo Howlett here tonight.
These people cheering for Eddie Kingston, he hates every single one of them. He told me that.
Leo Howlett trying to prove that he does belong as a singles competitor here in the NWL, and he belongs in title contention. Now Eddie Kingston back up to his feet, cuts off Leo Howlett.
Going up to that top rope, not a typical move for Leo Howlett, and he got caught. Come on, Leo.
Both men, I think exhaustion is starting to play a huge role in this matchup. As both men are battling on the top rope here. Listen to those shots right off the face of Leo Howlett. Now Eddie Kingston eating some shots of his own. I mean, he's just fighting tooth and nail to try to get off that top rope. Oh, headbutt. Vicious headbutt by Eddie Kingston. What in the world is he doing?
Oh my goodness!
Hurricanrana takes Leo Howlett off the top rope. What agility by the Mad King.
And look at him. I think he feels it. He feels it coming. He thinks the end is near, and Leo Howlett has to be in trouble. He's in big-time trouble. Come on, get up.
You ever seen anyone the size of Eddie Kingston do a top rope Hurricanrana
Not to Leo Howlett, no.
Oh, look at this. Vicious, knee strikes right to the face. The point of the jaw, and Leo Howlett.
Look at that. Leo fighting back.
Fighting back with slaps. Eddie trying to cover up. And that last one, look at that ghetto blaster. That back of the head kick by Eddie Kingston.
Uh-oh. No.
What's he doing here? Bobs him right. Stacks him up on his shoulders too. No.
Yes.
Almost got a 3 count. And Eddie Kingston spinning back fist. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Kingston has put away Leo Howlett.
Wrestling fans, your winner, Eddie Kingston.
What a war we just saw here. And that spinning back fist he might have broken the jaw of Leo Howlett. What a move by the Mad King, and picks up a victory here tonight against Leo Howlett.
Leo Howlett took his best shots. He took that Hurricanrana from the top. He took that powerbomb, but no, he gets that, he's just swinging back, it's chop. I mean, this is horrible.
What's next for the Mad King? Will Eddie Kingston start ascending the ladder here in the NWL?
For years, I've been referred to as the best wrestler in Kansas City. And I've even bought into it. I started calling myself the King of Kansas City. I'm not the best wrestler in Kansas City. I'm simply just the best wrestler. You know, in my 16-year career, I have faced and beaten world champions from WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, Japan. But yet tonight, I'm being treated like I'm the underdog. Now, Dak, I'm not going to sit here and insult you. I don't need to disparage you to feel better about myself because you are undoubtedly as good as everyone says you are. Tonight, for the first time, you're going to face someone that's just that much better than you. A year ago, I said it was inevitable. I would one day be NWL champion. Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody laughed. Tonight, I'm going to beat Dak Draper. But nobody wants to listen. Tonight, I'm not going to give you a choice.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome back to the NWL, and it is main event time. The former champion, Dak Draper, is going to try to take back what he believes is rightfully his, and that's the NWL Championship.
This is the biggest match in NWL history. I mean, you have a man that was undefeated going into that NWL Rumble. He drops it to Jeremy Wyatt in that match. Now, he didn't get pinned by Wyatt, but Wyatt beat 29 other men to become the new NWL champion. So the first time these guys have ever gone head-to-head in any competition is for the title.
As par for the course, Ryan, revisionist history is clearly sitting in your brain right now because what I saw, what all the fans saw at home, was Dak Draper eliminating Jeremy Wyatt behind the referee's back, and then Jeremy Wyatt comes back in, throws Dak Draper over the ropes, and wins the title. It was a theft. That title was stolen from Dak Draper.
There were two referees out there. Neither one of them saw it. You know, if they didn't see it, it didn't happen. Okay, and that's what had Jeremy Wyatt, smart thinker, quick thinker, jumps back in the ring, tosses Dak out, he wins. And here he is, the King of Kansas City, the Monarch himself.
That's right, Jeremy Wyatt, 1/4 of the foundation outside of the spirit of the NWL Championship control all of the major championships in the NWL, and that's a testament to their tactics, if you will.
What, tactics being the great wrestlers? You're absolutely right. And if there was a women's title here, Carolina would have that one. And that Spirit title might be up for grabs now anyway, because Gary J might be in a hospital bed. I am hearing that he's okay. He is actually living right now, but
I was actually just about to say the update on Gary J is he has a few bruised ribs and a separated shoulder, but other than that, he's just fine, and he'll be able to compete another day here in the NWL, so thank goodness for that.
Look at that, Jeremy Wyatt, hopefully she cries. Jeremy loves to make the children cry.
She doesn't look none too happy. You know, what does he get out of that? What does he get out of tearing
An immense amount of pleasure, that's what he gets.
Probably tell him to do that. Probably tell him to go tear those signs out of those fans' hands right in front of their face, because you two are despicable human beings. Now let's go down to Midnight Guthrie for this championship match introduction.
I resemble that remark.
Wrestling fans, direct from the Abdallah Shrine tonight, Overland Park, Kansas is Main Event City.
All right, here we go.
Tonight, for the first time ever, two of the absolute best in the world today go one-on-one for the very first time. As sanctioned by the National Wrestling League, this bout is for the NWL Championship. Scheduled for one fall, your referee, Nick Chin. Introducing first, the challenger. From Denver, Colorado, weighing 245 pounds, the very first NWL champion, the Mile High Magnum, Draper.
If I may borrow a phrase from another wrestling promotion, some say that he is the people's champion of the NWL.
Shame on you, Dak. You know, this all happened because he backstabbed Matt Jackson.
And his opponent, representing the Foundation, from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing 191 pounds. He won the very first NWL Rumble, last eliminating #1 entrant Draper. This is the NWL champion, the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
There you have it. You can feel the tension in this sold-out crowd in Overland Park, Kansas. That man right there, Jeremy Wyatt, wants to make sure that Draper does not regain what he believes is rightfully his, and that's the prize right there, the NWL Championship held by referee Nick Chin.
First of all, I read War and Peace during the time Midnight Guthrie introduced these two guys. I mean, come on. Speed it up there, Turtle Boy. Secondly, Jeremy Wyatt is the greatest NWL champion in its history. That's a fact.
He's been a champion for 2 weeks.
He's going to beat Draper tonight and prove to everybody that he should have been the rightful champion from day one. Now, Dak might have the size advantage, but Jeremy Wyatt has the experience advantage in this one.
You can cut the tension in this room with a knife, and both champion and challenger circle each other. And I expect this to be a wrestling clinic. Both Dak and Jeremy Wyatt are both some of the most technically proficient athletes that we have here in the NWL. Look at that, nice standing switch into a side headlock by the Monarch.
I call Jeremy Wyatt the chameleon of pro wrestling. This guy can match styles with anybody in that ring. Draper is right there with him as well. Dak having an amateur wrestling background, Jeremy Wyatt does not have that. But when it comes to just knowing what his next move is going to be, planning 7 moves ahead, that's Jeremy Wyatt.
Draper is a legitimate Division I college athlete. The credentials that he came in to the NWL with speak for itself. Draper excelled at this great sport, and over the last month has endeared himself to the NWL faithful. Will the crowd and their love for Draper play a key role in this matchup against Jeremy Wyatt here tonight in our main event?
How fickle are these fans? Look at that, Jeremy Wyatt agility that he has at this stage in his career. I mean, how fickle these fans are. All of them hated Draper. All of them thought he was such a backstabber just a few weeks ago. But then he himself became the biggest backstabber when he took that knife and jammed it right in the back of Matt Jackson, our wonderful president of this company.
Nice exchange there with a back ankle trip. Draper trying to control the momentum of this matchup early on. And one thing's for sure, nice back heel trip again. Dak into a handstand and drives that knee right into the side of the jaw of Jeremy Wyatt and locks in a tight rear chin lock.
You know, the showboating and the vanity that Draper likes to have, that's going to cause him problems if he decides to showboat with this man.
Look at him locking in that cravat. Jeremy Wyatt trying to break that grip, and he does so successfully. I mean, this is a wrestling clinic, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching this at home, congratulations. It doesn't get much better than this when it comes to mat technicians here or anywhere in the wrestling world.
These guys feeling out each other in the opening stages of this match.
Look at that, Dak. Whoa, pushes off that second rope. Oh, beautiful arm drag. Make that 2. Dak follows it up with a nice clothesline over the top rope, and Wyatt is frustrated. Look at that, dumping him over just like last time. That's how he won the NWL Rumble, but unfortunately a referee was not there to see it, and Jeremy Wyatt stole the championship from the rightful owner, the Mile High Magnum.
So if
Dak
someone
Draper.
covers somebody in the ring, the referee's knocked out. That means that he should have lost automatically. No referee saw it happen, so who cares what happened? Keep bringing up old stuff. Live in it now.
Dak Draper rolling the champion back into the ring. The crowd just intently watching this contest. They know that something special has been brewing between Dak Draper and Jeremy Wyatt for months. Jeremy Wyatt never trying to stake his claim to Dak Draper until the weeks leading into the Rumble. And we saw, this has been building between these two. What agility by the Mile High Magnum, and a nice kip up to add on top of that back elbow.
We saw in that wonderfully produced video package that we saw Jeremy Wyatt and Dak Draper. This has been going on for months. I mean, they had their first stare down months ago where Wyatt said, hey, I know we haven't crossed paths, but I want that title soon, son. And he's, get up. And he needs to prove to Dak that he should have had this from the beginning. But this has been going on for months. It's been boiling. Jeremy Wyatt and Dak Draper, both these guys are 2 guys on this roster, maybe the only 2 guys, the 2 of the best guys that are always thinking that they deserve to be #1 at all times.
Oh, whipping the back of Dak Draper's neck and shoulders. Oh, and that knee. He took that left knee and just rammed it into that side of the ring there. What is he doing here? Oh, no. Oh, he just wrapped it right around that post right there.
What do you do to a tall guy? You take out his legs.
Whoa, look at this. Jeremy Wyatt definitely having a game plan, and he's taking that knee pad down and firing right hands into that left knee.
Look at that.
Look at his leg is trapped. I mean, that referee Nick Chin trying to get it unlocked there.
Using the sidebar of the ring to put on that submission move if it was in the ring, but now he's got him wrapped around there, and look, he just took those close fist shots to that knee. Fantastic.
Almost using that post as a wrench for that Indian deathlock, and now Jeremy Wyatt goes right back to that potentially injured left knee. Nice spinning neck breaker. Wyatt going for a cover for him across the face. Jeremy Wyatt relinquishes that leg.
And even put any weight on that leg at this point. He tried to stand up on those ropes, but he couldn't.
Oh, look at that. Dak Draper pushing Jeremy Wyatt into the security railing. Look at that. He can barely put weight on that leg.
Jeremy sees it, man. Jeremy sees it. Oh, look at that.
Look at Dak trying to mount some offense here with some good hard clotheslines. Sends Jeremy Wyatt down to the mat. And look at that high elevation on that back body drop.
Dak Draper and Jeremy Wyatt both in the primes of their careers in terms of their physical. They look better than they ever have. I mean, let's face it, both these guys. But now Dak is definitely wobbling around.
Look at that nice right forearm shot to the side of the head of Dak Draper. That turnbuckle pad looking a little conspicuous. And now banging the head of Jeremy Wyatt off that top rope. What is Dak planning to do here?
What is this?
Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that deadlift suplex all the way into the ring. What strength by the Mile High Magnum.
And look at Jeremy Wyatt's in trouble. Get up.
Hooking that leg. Oh wow, 2.5.
That had to stun the champion. I've never seen anyone do that to Wyatt before.
What an impressive feat of strength by Dak Draper. Deadlifting Jeremy Wyatt from the apron all the way back inside. What a suplex.
And his back is hurting now. He's had some back problems in his history in wrestling, and that could have just dislocated something right there. But look,
that, doing a couple elbows to the jaw. Jeremy Wyatt immediately going for the front chancery, hits the leg, kicks that leg. Look at Dak Draper going for it. Oh, reverse DDT. Nice counter wrestling by the Mile High Magnum. Could this do it? Once again, Dak Draper gets a 2.5.
Can you imagine if Dak Draper regains the NWL championship tonight? How many people are going to be upset? Me included.
I think you'd probably be the only one, you and President Matt Jackson.
Well, the whole Jackson administration for 6. I mean, like, come on.
Which, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you, President Matt Jackson, for allowing me to call yet another match here on NWL TV.
Here we go. Nice.
Rolls him up. Stacks up the former champion on his shoulders. Jeremy Wyatt once again. And look at that. Transitions into a stretch muffler. I haven't seen one of those. Look at that. Dak Draper wisely bridging up on his arms, trying to alleviate some of that pressure on that injured left leg. Could we see Dak Draper tap out here tonight?
He's got those fingers locked. Look at that, Ben. Look how much leverage he has on Dak.
Dak trying to alleviate that pressure by bridging up on his arms, and he made it to the ropes. That was close. I think Dak might have been close to tapping on that, because once again, that injured left knee has come into play.
Amazing, amazing stuff that I see Jeremy Wyatt doing to Dak Draper. I don't think I've obviously never seen anyone dismantle the Mile High Magnum the way I'm seeing Jeremy Wyatt do it right now. It started early on. That left knee has been hampering Dak Draper in this match the entire time.
Nice shoulder block to the midsection. Knocks Wyatt off his feet. Dak Draper up and over with that rolling cradle pin. 1-2. Gets a 2 count. Jeremy Wyatt kicks out. Misses the clothesline. Does Dak Draper. Jeremy Wyatt struggling. Oh, and he just put the boots to that left knee. Hooks him into a butterfly position and spikes him right into the canvas. He saw his head hit. That should do it. 2. No! Dak Draper kicks out. And look at Jeremy Wyatt staying on the offense. Trying to lock in that sharpshooter.
Look at this. He gets it
He
over.
sits down. And there, oh, that sharpshooter is locked in tight. Dak Draper screaming.
Tap, tap, tap. Come on. Come on, Tap. Wrench it down, Wyatt. Come on.
Look at Dak Draper struggling to make it. He wants to make it to that bottom rope so desperately. And now Wyatt trying to regain his footing, dragging Draper back into the middle of the ring.
Pulled him back over.
Oh, man, look at look at the leg strength. Dak Draper kicks Jeremy Wyatt off. But man, what kind of damage?
Was so close.
What kind of damage did that move do on that already injured left knee? What a super kick.
Come on, Wyatt, you had him almost. Oh, man, look at that.
Jumping leg drop to the back of the head. 1-2. And Jeremy Wyatt kicks out. What a matchup. This is a wrestling clinic, Ryan. I can't believe it.
I definitely thought Dak was going to tap on that sharpshooter. I can't believe that he is still able to have any kind of offense against Jeremy Wyatt at this point. And Wyatt is the one down right now.
If you're watching this on one of our great affiliates in the Missouri and Kansas area, why don't you go to youtube.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can see every match in its entirety right there on YouTube. Look at this, Dak Draper hauling up, like almost deadlifting Jeremy Wyatt.
Come on, Jeremy. Look at this.
Dak Draper trying to mount some offense here. Maybe that adrenaline is really kicked in. He may not be feeling the pain in that left knee as much.
No.
Look at Wyatt again. You can see it right there, hammering into that quad, into that knee, that left knee. That was biting him.
Taking a chunk out of Dak's head.
Pushing Dak Draper off that top rope. We all know this is usually a setup.
Here we go. The big Macho Man elbow, maybe.
For that big, giant elbow off the top rope. Drove it into the heart of the former champion. 2! No! Dak Draper is refusing to lose this contest.
Jeremy Wyatt can't believe it. He spent, the better part of 20 minutes working over that left knee. Hits the elbow. It should be over.
How long has this match been going on? These guys have been battling for over 25 minutes now, easily. Each one knowing that this match is so important to both of their careers.
Now, Ben, if Jeremy Wyatt wins this, are you going to definitively say he is the best wrestler on this roster?
No.
Why?
Because I think all of his victories have been tainted in some way,
true.
shape, or form in my eyes.
Never respect for the champion.
And look at this. Dak Draper rolling through, hauling up Jeremy Wyatt. And now Dak Draper slamming him like a sack of potatoes right into the center of the ring. The champ is going for the cover. Could this be it? Hooking the leg. 2. No, so close. Dak Draper almost picks up the victory over Jeremy Wyatt.
Both these guys down on the mat. I mean, I don't know who has the upper hand at this point. I thought for so long Wyatt had it in the back pocket, but no. Draper is the one that's feeding off this crowd. Listen.
Did you see how hard Dak Draper, look at that, trying to slap some feeling back into that left knee, how hard he drove Jeremy Wyatt into the canvas. My high Dr. Bomb might be coming. Look at this. He could get him. Oh, and Wyatt reverses it with a Hurricane Rana and clotheslines the former champion over the top rope.
He was on high alert. He knew if he hit
Keep
that,
your eyes on Jeremy Wyatt. Tope Suicida. And they go crashing into that guardrail.
And Wyatt, look at him. He's spry back again. He's to that top rope.
Jeremy Wyatt finding that burst of adrenaline. Crossbody block. Dak Draper rolls through. 2. No, so close.
Oh, look at that. Spinning back elbow.
That spinning back elbow takes Jeremy Wyatt almost out of his boots. And both champion and challenger are down.
Dak uses that spinning back elbow so many times when he's about to pin his opponent. I hope that is not a death knell for Jeremy Wyatt at this point.
The crowd tried to rally around their champion, the people's champion, Dak Draper. Both men struggling to get back up to a vertical base, and both men firing right hands into the other person's face right now.
Who's going to have the upper hand now? Dak on one knee, Jeremy on 2. Now they're both trying to slowly get up. What a battle between these two heavyweights.
This Dak Draper throwing those right hands, throwing those haymakers, and make it, he almost hit with a 4th one. Jeremy Wyatt reverses it. Dak Draper picks him up, drives him with a belly-to-back suplex with authority and a hard forearm shiver.
And then again, another back elbow. Here's a cover. Get up,
Falls on top of him, almost gets a 3 count.
Close.
I think he almost fell on top of Wyatt out of exhaustion rather than going for the cover, but nonetheless almost picks up a victory over the Monarch.
If Jeremy Wyatt hits that pile driver, it's over. But on the flip side of Dak Draper, it's that Dr. Bomb, it's over. Who is in best position at this point to hit their move? I don't know.
Both men are spent. Both men are exhausted, and that's what the NWL Championship means to both of these competitors, is they want this so desperately, and now it is a will of attrition on tonight's main event.
Look at this. Dak's got around that midsection.
Dak once again going for the Dr. Bomb. Jeremy fighting his way out and hammering onto that left leg, and Draper hammering on the back of Jeremy Wyatt. Hauls him up for the mile high. No! Jeremy Wyatt just fell on Dak Draper. Dak's knee just gave out.
His knee buckled and it went down. And look at this.
Look at that. Oh, he just spiked him with the coronation. Going for a cover. 2 and 3. And that's it.
Yes. He is the best wrestler in the NWL. Everyone admit it.
Dak Draper almost put away Jeremy Wyatt with that Dr. Bomb, but his knee gave way, and Jeremy Wyatt with the coronation pile driver hands Dak Draper his first singles loss here in the NWL.
Your NWL champion, the Monarch, the King of Kansas City, Jeremy Wyatt. Unbelievable. I thought the Dr. Bomb was going to be hit, but yes, all that hard work that Jeremy Wyatt put on that left knee of Dak Draper finally buckled at the right moment. He falls on Draper and then hits that coronation.
What kind of message has this sent to the entire NWL locker room? Jeremy Wyatt, without the assistance of the foundation, has beat Dak Draper.
He just beat Dak Draper clean. He just beat him with taking out that left knee, hitting him with his in this pile driver. And no, there's no Strider, there's no Ace, there's no Jackson, there's no Howletts, there's no Carolina. He didn't need help. He did it all on his own. And you know what this means, Ben? There's no rematch. Dak Draper, you get to the back of the line.
What an incredible wrestling contest we've seen tonight. Have we seen the official coronation of the Monarch on top of his throne here in the NWL? It would be hard to argue with after that matchup. Man, we got to get out of here. For Ryan McGillicuddy, I'm Ben Miller. Good night and good fight, and we'll see you next time right here on NWL TV.